What's up, everyone? Brian here with ETM 540 Clubhouse, here bright and early on a Monday morning, as you can tell from the scratchiness of my voice. Still working on my tea. Yeah, here to start jamming along and keep going on the old Wasteland Racer project. I'm just going to be doing this until it's done, honestly. Until this thing fires, I just want to keep going. We may have some videos, a little bit in there, here and there, but we're just going to keep on jamming until this thing fires up, rolls on its own power, and yep. So come along. Enjoy the ride. So anyways, in this episode, I think we're going to solely focus on getting that shifter cable to function and work. And that's going to be like the main priority, because this is something that I've never done before. And I'm sure it's pretty common for those of you who know mini sprint cars, but for me, it's not. So there was already a homemade bracket on here, and this cable is probably not specifically made for sprint cars, but the way that it functions makes it really durable, and it's like a hard line. It got a nice plastic casing, and I greased the hell out of it yesterday, and so now it works nice and smooth. And so what I want to do is I want to just start mocking things up. And what's cool about it is that we have all kinds of little points to mount off of. We could even weld a freaking little bracket onto the pull start or something. I mean, there's multiple ways that we can go about this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to figure this out together. And then once we have a game plan, we'll just execute it, get it jamming, and then test it just to make sure that it cycles through all the gears good. And then from there, if there's time, then we'll move on to something else. But for now, that's it. So I only have a little bit of time this morning. So I'm just going to put the floor back in, just because I figured that's something that needs to be there before we put and run any type of cables or lines. And then that's it. And then I'm actually going to work to get my day job. So anyways, I just love you guys. Thank you for sticking it out with me in my long-winded conversations. But I'm gonna get to work. We just that there. Okay, let's just go. Come on. So we went ahead and did a little more than we said we were going to. So we got the floor back in. I went ahead and put the dash in because I felt like that was important, just in case we needed to, move stuff around or just get a feel for where our hands are going to be and all that good stuff. Enter Will Ferrell. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
Oh, and I went ahead and put the brake master cylinder back in place, and it's all just hand tight because I'm probably gonna have to take it back off again. Actually, I know I'm gonna have to with that because that needs a rebuild. But I figure this will give us what we need as far as just having a general idea of what we need to work around. The last thing that I'm gonna do for today is I'm gonna go ahead and mount the cable back to the shift lever, and then we will probably leave it at that. I don't know, because I, don't have much time. So yeah, we'll see what happens. It's one of those things where you have time, but you don't have time, and then there's more time left, and then the time goes away, and then what's time, and who's this time person? I don't know. Jesus, why are you asking me all these questions? Oh, check this out. This is something that I thought was really cool. As we've been building this, I've been telling Harry, don't erase any of your marks. Don't erase anything. Anything that has to do with building it, I want on there. Just leave it. It makes it that much better. Because honestly, this thing is way too flashy for Wasteland. So it is going to need some love. It's going to need to be wasted out here in a few once we start getting things, you know, further functionally good. Yeah, so I'm going to put that cable on, and then, yeah, I'll probably end up doing more, even though I said I'm not going to. And then we'll go from there. We'll see what else we can get our hands on. Sweet! Okay, so these are very interesting cables. So anyways, I thought I'd bring you along video-wise. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. So there's a mounting point there, almost like a... I don't want to call it a Heim. You know, just there's a loop there. So there's two mounting points, but the actual cable itself is like a kind of like a semi-flexible rod, and it just makes it to where you can just have a rigid point to mount to. So yeah, I mean, it's freaking solid. I will tell you that. But anyways, that one goes there. Probably would have helped for me to get some washers. Stand by. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. It's my show. I can do whatever I want. Shut up. I'm sorry. That I am sorry about. I didn't mean that. Okay. Boom, bam. Boom, bam, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
Yep, just drop that. Perfect. Make sure you drop it under the engine where there's zero room to grab it. Love when that happens. Oh my God, and then shove it further under. Okay, that was all exactly how that needed to go. Okay. And then this one goes in here. There's quite a bit of a difference in, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, I see why. Okay, we'll be all right. You just need to go that way more. Okay, make sure you put on about 30 washers. And then there's that. Although I don't know if I like that going that way. Because if for some reason, let's just say, your leg fat makes its way over, then that'll be sticking you. We don't want to get stuck. Okay, and that'll work. All right, there we go. Temporary mock-up. Okay, so as you can see with this being like that, as I move this, that moves, and that gives us the option to basically, if we want to downshift, 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 shift, 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 and all that good stuff. And then, yeah, we can make it function off the hard mount right here and mount it to the original shift lever wherever it needs to go over here, and mount that mount on the mounts, and then make a mount, and then we're mounted.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
So I know it's going to be a little more difficult than I expect, but I already see something I need to adjust. But I'm excited to give it a shot, and it's going to test us. So I'm going to call that good, because this is just next level, next step stuff. And I'm really hoping that it's going to work. I think it will. So let's cross our fingers and toes and our butt cheeks. You can cross your butt cheeks. I've seen it done before. Well, I shouldn't say that. I've heard that it's been done before. So yeah, so I'm just going to do one last little tighten on some of them bolts and then call it good. So we'll be back later and we'll keep going on this, because I'm excited now. Now that I have some pieces on there and the floor and some stuff back on, it's getting exciting. So yeah, we'll see you guys later today, tomorrow, Wednesday, sometime. We'll be back. Jesus. Yeah, just like that. All right, we're back. Wednesday morning. I told you it would be a couple days or a day late or something, whatever. We are going to get to making this mount for this cable. I just want to get right into it. And we were going to use this piece of metal for the engine mounts last time, but it didn't work out to where we had enough of it. So I think we're finally going to get to use it on something else. Repurposing rules. So anyways, I think this morning that's my goal, is just to at least get that piece cut out and set up for making the bracket. We could probably get it fully made this morning, but I don't know, we'll see how it all goes. So first off, I'm just going to cut it up and then we'll move on to the next thing. So let's do this. Well, that blade let me know that it was done. Actually, I let it catch. It was my fault. I had bad grip on it, but yeah, that thing definitely wanted to let me know that it was time for a switch up. Don't worry, I'm okay. I have my like 2 mil thick clear glasses that cover just your retinas. All right, let's put on a new blade and cut out the rest of this bit. Oh, early mornings. Seriously, just get all the GERD, and we had salmon last night, so it's just like, you know what I mean, you old farts. All right, blade cut, go. Let's do it. So I just realized as I was cutting that one out that that little bounce back that blew out the last blade was my fault and wasn't my fault, because this too was under pressure. So as I was cutting it, it was compressed together, I'm assuming by whatever machine stamped it together and all that good stuff. And so the metal was pinched when it was still in one piece, and then when I cut it, it created that grab. So anyways, I just got to be more careful with that stuff. It was no big deal. For the most part, we are safe. Yeah. But it's just things to think of, especially when the boys are doing stuff, cutting wise and all that. It's always good to have that in the back of your head, that stuff is under pressure at times when cutting. So be careful, people. Don't do as I do. Do as I say not to do, and things when they matter most. Eat your cereals. Right? You got that. Yeah. Okay. Let's start sizing this. Let's size this thing up. See what happens. And by size it up, what I mean is that I'm actually going to take the, I just realized I'm going to take the pull start off and then trace around that for my initial mount. Yeah, the brain's, it's still kind of starting to tick. So yeah, let's do that and go from there. All right, so we got the top portion of the mount set up with the holes, the mounting holes. But what I was realizing when I was taking this off, and this kind of sucks, but oh well, it's part of the challenges that we face when we build this crap. So this hole goes into the block right here. This hole, I think someone drilled afterwards because there's no mounting point. The only bolt is way in the flip back here. So I'm probably going to end up bolting the mount to this itself, basically. And so that'll be mounted there. This will be mounted within the chassis. It should be strong enough. So if not, then we'll figure out another solution. But the other thing I noticed is that I don't think a single one of these were initially focused, damn it. Yeah, I don't think they were meant for that thread pattern. So I'm gonna see if I can find a better bolt solution. Oh yeah, there's threads on that. Yep, or aluminum, I should say. So yep, I'm gonna see if I can't find the right tap those out, and then we'll go from there. Or find the right bolts. I don't know. We gotta figure something out though. So, oh, that goes all the way through. How convenient! All right, well, let's figure this out together. Oh, that one goes through too. Sweet. All right, well, if anything, we can just freaking put a nut on the back of them, I guess. Fun stuff. And you know what? I just realized something. I lied. I'm so sorry. I can't do it right now because I actually have to go to work. So I totally lied, and I looked at the clock and it's getting close to work time, day job time. So I am gonna clean up, and then we're gonna have to come back to that. But at least we started the mount and got it cut out, so that's good. I'm glad that we're moving forward in that area. But yeah, I'm gonna clean, and we'll probably see you here tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow morning. I promise this time, tomorrow morning. I'm going to actually set the time so that way it has to happen. So we'll see you then. Sweet. All right, back to it. Thursday evening. I know I said I was going to be here in the morning, which technically I was, but we ended up coming in the evening because I was doing a bunch of stuff this morning that had nothing to do with that. So I was still doing some organizing and whatnot. So technically I did not lie. I kept my promise that I would be back the next day. It just wasn't technically in the morning to film. And whatever, I don't need to explain myself. So anyways, brought Harry and Denny along. Denny's up front watching some movies. Harry's going to help out with a little bit of what we got going on. And I think right now, I already kind of like sized up bolts and did all this and that. And I went ahead and decided that I'm going to go ahead and drill out the threads that were on that and put a bolt with a nut through it with a nylock nut on it. And then try and finagle some things into place and see if it'll function. But today, I at least want to get the mount mounted. The mount mounted. And then from there, we can see about actually drilling the holes out for the cable end. And then having that be on and at least in place ready to hook up to the shifter. So anyways, I'm going to stop talking and get to doing this stuff. So let's get that stuff drilled out, get the bolts on, the mounts on. You know what I mean? Just watch the freaking video.
November 3rd, not a day like any other. Decisions for a
right, so that definitely took a lot longer than expected. But it's okay. Learning is learning, right, kid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we put some new bolts on because the other ones, the bolts and nuts, they were not fitting. They were too big. We actually ended up having to bore out the engine thingy. Jesus, I can't freaking think tonight. And then I was trying not to bore through it, and then I did. So, you know, a little duct tape, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're excited.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, freaking Yanni can make Yonnerkins.
Uh-huh.
So we ended up boring that out so that would fit, and then bending this over so that way it would be stronger and then also not hang down as much. And then we just had to bore the holes out a little bit more on that. Re-thread in a new bolt right there, and I mean it's somewhat coming together. It took way longer than I expected to get to this point, but I mean learning is learning. So, and then now we got the shifting mechanism, and now we just need to find out how we're going to bend up the shift lever to where it'll work, and hopefully this actual shifter isn't too like stiff to where it'll make it difficult to do. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we're not doing it tonight because tonight is over for the shop. And I'm exhausted, and I'm gonna try and figure it out in the morning because I've had enough for tonight. This thing kind of beat me up a little bit, but the goal is just to at least get the shifter functioning. That's this video's goal. That's it. I just want the shifter functioning. Once it does, that's a huge step for mankind. What's that from, kid? Millennial? What's that from? Oh, Jeebus. All right. Peace. All right, we're back. Saturday morning. Yeah, this thing's kicking my ass. But went to a punk rock show with Mama Rhonda last night to see our boys Urethane, Latest Regret, Carry the 9, Division 13. It was a badass show. So awesome. I'll put a little video at the end of this. And now we're back at the shop. Getting ready to get back on this thing. Harry's doing some stenciling. He's actually making up some more of our ETM 540 Clubhouse stenciled rags. We're just going to go crazy because we found a whole nother box of those blanks. So we're just going to go nuts with them. So he's going to do that for a while. And then I decided and found out within this that I was heading in the right direction, but I was being kind of lazy about it. And not lazy. And I wasn't using the tactics that we had already decided we were going to do more of, which is we were going to stencil more. And rather than stenciling, I just went right to making it out of metal and ended up wasting, well, I wouldn't say wasting, but ended up utilizing time that really wasn't necessary to waste. So if I would have just done this out of cardboard, I could have very easily made or noticed that this wouldn't have worked because I ended up bending it and then it made it all flimsy and floppy and blah, 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 blah. So the same piece of aluminum that we use to make the motor mounts, we're going to make another one of these mounts. And I actually need to extend these bottom holes forward a little bit more so that way they fit, or that way the mount for the cable fits better to give us more of an up and down position for the shift lever, which will give us kind of like an easier push-pull on it. So yeah, we're just going to time-lapse the crap out of this again. And I am going to make this out of aluminum. We're going to go ahead and mount that, and then we will hook the cable up to the shift lever, and hopefully everything will work out good, and we're going to... Shop rags. They're sweet. Eventually, when we have a website, we'll start selling them too. Because I just figured it'd be fun because they're handmade and, you know, we got the sweatshop going. Get to work! What? Cheap labor. It's awesome. So yeah, so let's do this and make it happen. Oh, son of a bitch, that's metal. Okay, so for the most part, got her done. It's been kind of frustrating. Not terribly frustrating, but it's like sometimes I have the right tools, sometimes I have the patience, sometimes I don't. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm just anxious to get this piece on and make it work, so my anxiety kicks in. But luckily I have shows like Ghost Town Living. Me and Harry have been getting hooked on this lately. We've just been popping it on and having it running as we're working on things, and it's super soothing and calming. So he's a guy who had purchased the Cerro Gordo mining property, and he's like bringing it back to its glory days, which is freaking rad. So if you haven't seen that yet, check it out. I'll put a little thing somewhere here or here or here or maybe back up here. And in the description for his channel. He's freaking just super cool. Like, love what he's doing. But anyways, I'm going to try and get this back on, do some fittings. We're going to go back to some time lapse because it's not anything crazy, and just see if it'll function and work again. And then we'll start remounting and then go from there. Oh yeah, and we got rags. Harry went off. And now he's making his own personal one, a pocket rag. So it's coming out pretty rad. Woo. We're a stenciling family. We love to stencil. All right, well, let's get to this bitch. Sorry for cussing. Not sorry. Okay, so we're down to the last little bit. We need to drill a hole in this, the size of this, and then drill a hole in the tip of that bolt, because we need to be able to slip that through it and then throw a couple nuts on there, lock them down, and then she should be good to go. And then from there, if it all works out the way that it should, we can cut down our little lever, which I said we weren't going to do, but we're going to do it anyways. And then we'll see if she actually functions. Cross your freaking fingers and toes, people. Can't really tell, but mine are like wound tight in there. So let's make this happen, Captain. First, we gotta set the punch. Just hit it 50 times, because that helps. Now, we drill with our cheap Black & Decker, because why not? And why don't we use our $150 Milwaukee rather than our freaking Walmart drill? Oh yeah! Mucho better! Be sure not to use any lubricant either. Just go in there raw. Ooh, almost. Let's give her a flip. Alright, sorry about this, sweetheart. Oh! Yahtzee! Oh, one more level. I apologize. Ow! Little hot metal in the forearm. No big deal. Oh, she's looking good though. Whew. There she is, folks. Ka-chow. All right, now we just need to do a little hole in that biscuit and we'll be good to go. So I think we'll just go ahead and tighten her on and then figure out where our hole's gonna go from there. Make sure you have no tools prepared. All right. Let's torque her down all the way to Satan's apartment. Don't judge me. I can tell you I'm gonna need to adjust this a little bit though. Hope it doesn't break. She just needs to be kicked over just a little bit. And she does not want to cooperate. Okay, Maybe now. There we go. There it is. All right, well, hot. It's just a little hot. Ow, hot. Now we just need to find the most accurate way of drilling into that pig. And by that, I sarcastically mean I am going to put you on time lapse because I hate drilling through these, but we got to do it, so let's make it happen. Here is the make or break moment, whether or not this is actually going to work. So that's going in. That's a good sign. No, I'm just kidding. That's worked this entire time. Did I not make the hole big enough? I don't think I made the hole big enough. Son of a biscuit sack. Hold, please. Okay. We are back. See if we can make this happen. Captain. So we may need to make a little adjustment, but that is on. That is on. That is tight. That is tight. And it doesn't work. But I think there's good reason for that. Oh, you just gotta go. Oh, it works. Oh, there's just so much pull though. Oh my gosh, it's so close to working. Crap. You went into one gear. Okay, so she was a little rough, but with some adjustments, we are able to get her in and out of gear. I do need to assist it a little bit right now, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move this bolt up a little bit and then angle this upwards a little bit more. But with some love, she's working. But I think there's just a little bit too much flex in some areas that's creating too much free play when it just needs to be more solid. So that's the next step, is to just drill another hole up here a little bit more, do some more angles, and then see what happens next. So let's try that. And then I think we're gonna call it good, because it is gonna function. I mean, she is going into gear and she is coming out with a little assistance, but we do need to modify or adjust. So let's try one more thing. Okay, so I'm at a freaking all right, reset. I'm at a standstill. I'm at one of those points like where with the Chrysler, I was getting fed up and frustrated with the freaking the go-kart that's behind that. I was getting fed up and frustrated, and now I am with this. And maybe it's just that I'm tired, but like I literally just put so much time into building this mount, setting things up, and it was starting to work really well. And then it started going backwards, and then more backwards, and then more backwards. And then right when I thought I was starting to get somewhere, I freaking snapped this. Oh, you can't see it. Whoops. I snapped this. And that is where our threads are at to hold it onto that freaking bolt. So obviously this cable system is far too weak for what we're trying to do, because the shifter on this engine just takes a little bit more than what that cable is rated for, I think, as far as like pounds per square inch or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up more and do some research and learn. What do you know? More learning. But I think we're gonna go back to our original choice of hard welding something onto that, and then coming up and over just to maybe like here, to where it's not such a long pull to go in and out of gear. But I am not giving up on this either. So I'm probably going to see if I can't find like a larger, stronger cable to hook up into this, because for the most part, like, it was doing what it was supposed to be doing. And it's not like it is super hard to do this. It was more so that I think it just, like I said, was too weak. So we may try and thread that out or find another way to make that work still. We probably can. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I have to end now. And not because I'm giving up, but because I'm out of time today. I got to finish editing this video to put up for Monday. And I'd rather come back with a fresh mind. We've accomplished a good amount of stuff and learned enough stuff to where it's always a win. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like as if I can walk away from this and be sad, because I'm learning more about these cabling systems and what they're capable of and what they're not capable of. But I'm literally working off like 3.5 hours of sleep right now. If I keep going any further, it's not going to help me. It's definitely not going to help the boys, because then they'll have to hear it from me. They don't deserve that because I'm tired. But we did get more shop rags rocking, and we did accomplish some things, but I'm going to kill it. I want you guys to enjoy the video at the end of all the bands. Make sure you guys go and follow their pages, follow their Instagrams, their Facebooks, all that good stuff. Check them out. A majority of them have given us permission to use their music, so you will be hearing much more of that in coming episodes. I want to support local punk bands. I want to support punk bands who are popular, who we've become friends with over the years, that we love and enjoy. Urethane being one of them. We're still waiting to hear back on if we can use their music, because I really want to start using theirs as well in the videos. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with all that as things progress. But anyways, as usual, thank you guys so much for all the love and support, all the new subscribers, subscriptions, comments, all that good stuff. I can't really freaking think enough to talk anymore. So you know how much we love you all. So much. Boop. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next episode. And remember, if you're going to thrash responsibly and with proper sleep, or else you're going to F something up like I did with that. Love you guys. Have a good one. All right, guys. We are at the Poorhouse in Paso tonight for Latest Regret, Carry the 9, Division 13 Urethane. Rocking the house. Never been here yet for this venue. We're super stoked because it's all our boys, all people we know. So let's check it out, see what's up. Freaking rock out. Rhonda's ready to go. Ready to party it up. Make it happen, happen. Paso showing up for all the locals. Badass. Beautiful lady.
All right, I'll pick that
No
up.
crowd tonight. Poorhouse is badass, by the way.
Thank you so much for having us out tonight. Thank you for having your thing. Carry the 9, Latest Regret, and Division 13 play at your venue. Again. Woo! This is the first show we ever had was here, and it was because of her. Don't hold your breath, but I'll give it all until there's nothing left. She's here with me, and our story ends as it's meant to be. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Hold tight and you might not lose control. Thank you.
All right, carry the nines all done. We are waiting for the next band, and then just chilling. Rhonda bought a couple of boards off to our boys from Urethane. She loves her skateboard decks. Booyah. Wait, what? What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, nothing good.
Hey, Ronald.
What a fun fucking show. Thank you for showing up. And shout out to ETM 540 Clubhouse because they're fucking rad. Alright? You guys are sexy. Hey, where can I score the
This is a family channel! This is a family channel!
I need a fucking box.
It's a family channel!
You want to go to the green room?
You're gonna demonetize
We're going
me!
to the green room!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I was just kidding. I meant speed bumps. Where are the speed bumps?
Yeah,
There's hella
jeez.
traffic outside. I'm like,
Oh my
go
gosh.
slow. Keep it 15 miles.
Jesus! Where'd Rhonda go?
Anyone who's not like us, whoa! It's okay if it's something missing. Anything we're missing, the force of the missing, you know it can be. Urethane. About to go up and kill it. See what's up.
Thank you guys for hanging out so much. We're so thankful to be here. We're Urethane from San Diego, California. Thank you guys so much. Let's have a good time. Let's do this!
Everything right.
go see the man, the myth, the legend.
This song.
The man, the myth, the legend, Jose.
Here I am, boys.
Bassist for Terry the Nine. He'll rip your freaking head off.
Hockey extraordinaire.
That's right.
Fucking
It's a family channel. It's a family channel.
the abominable hoe man. Right here.
HGTV right here.
Goddamn right it is. I mean, yes it is.
Chad.
Hey, Chad, where'd you go? Chad, did you go to the taco truck?
I might have overdid it at the taco truck.
You didn't get us a taco?
Julia luckily broke my fall. And that gentleman in the suicide fence, they might have broke my fall.
You didn't need to do that, Julia.
You tried to.
You can let him fall.
Did you try the quesadillas?
I tried to the quesadillas.
It's a family channel. It's a family channel.
Very, very Show's over. How do you feel about your performance tonight? As a photographer? Yeah.
I did good.
You did good?
I think so.
You did good.
I hope.
You did amazing.
I hope so.
You did.
Need a photographer, Gunshoppedia. He's the one to go to.
Look at that. I got one. Well, she got one. She got one of those.